I get far away from the hustling crowds and all the rat race noise down in the street. At night the stars put on a show for free. And darling, you can share it all with me. I keep telling you the rats are dead in the middle of town. Hi, I am Lisa the Ukulele Fool, foolishly believing that you want to level up your strumming game. So in this tutorial, we'll be using only these beginner-friendly chords, but I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can level up your playing with some strumming. So get your ukulele, let's do this together. Before we get into the strumming part, you need to know how many times to play that strum. So in the play along and then in the chord chart, which I would hope you'd want to get the chord chart and become a patron and support this channel. You get over 200 chord charts and 2 live Zoom sessions with me a month, so check it out. I've got a link down below in the description box. Every time a chord is played with an island strum, you get a chord symbol in the chord chart. You need to be able to play an island strum with this song. So a down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Let's just play it together for that basic part of the song that we all know, this fabulous chord progression. So let's do this. 1, 2, here we go. C down, up, down, A minor, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, G. 7 and C, and let's end it with a C7. Why? Well, a C7 actually adds a little bit of tension to what our ears are used to hearing, and that tension drives us to the very next thing that's going to happen in the song. And we can do more than just let that chord progression drive us. We can use our strumming to drive us as well. To help drive this, I'm going to do a super active island strum. Why do I call it the super active island strum? Well, it just has one more up strum in it compared to the island strum. The ending is the same as the island strum, but we're just going to add one more up strum. Let's do it 4 times together, really nice and slowly. 1, 2, here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, do again. And down, up, down, up, 2 more times, and down, up, down, up, last time, here we go, down, up, down, up. Learning new strumming patterns is a process, or at least it is for me. I don't just pick them up like that. I need to sit with it and work with it and kind of like mess around. So if you have to spend a week or more just getting that in your fingers, in my book, you're completely normal. We can throw in a little Z chord, which is scratch sound, again as part of that, driving it into the next section and to make it sound interesting, because if you're doing the same thing over and over again, it might be very satisfying for us as players, but I'm also thinking that you would be out there spreading the ukulele love, sharing it in your community groups, maybe playing for as a volunteer somewhere. So let's think about our audience. So I have these color-coded in yellow. In the yellow sections, you are just going to take the first down strum of the island strum and play it, and then you are going to mute your strings and then down, down, up, up, down, up. And I'm placing my fingers so lightly on the strings that it's just a mute. If you want to do it a little bit more advanced though, move your hand up to, this is the 7th fret where my index finger is, and my pinky is hovering over the 10th fret. And that 10th fret is a G note. So we're playing a G7, so if you move it up there, you're going to hear just a whisper of that G note. So you're going down, down, up, down, up. And when I'm really coaxing that G string out with my thumb, almost like using my thumb at the back of it, almost as if it was a pick. And so that's just a little cool extra pro tip there. Do you have to do it? No, you can just go down, down, up, down, up. But give it a try. Down, down, up, down, up. And if you're not hitting the G, you know, that time I didn't hit the G exactly, but I just, I realized I need to go a little higher and shifted my hand. So you get it in there later on in the strum. Have fun with that. Our next strumming pattern is an island strum with a roll on beat 2. I get far away from the bustling crowd. So what is a roll? With a roll strum, you need to kind of get your hand in a nice curved position like this, so your fingernails are facing you, your body of your instrument. You need to get your hand up a little bit higher than you normally do for a strum, or at least I do, because your pinky is going to initiate the strum. And so your pinky has to be above your G string. And then you unfurl your hand. I'm playing C major 7 here. Maybe let me play a C. There we go. So just doing it like that. And I remember my struggles learning how to play it and getting it to sound nice and smooth. And so here's a practice suggestion. Every time you pick up your instrument, just do that a few times. I find myself kind of, compulsively doing that these days because that's how I learned to do it. I pick up my instrument. I didn't let my inability to do the strum really nice and cleanly stop me. I just kept trying it, kept doing it, kept putting it into songs, and eventually yours will sound nice and clean. I know you'll get there. It'll happen for you. You just got to be consistent with it. When putting this strum with an island strum, part of it is getting into that roll and getting out of it. And I've got a few tips for that. One is when you're getting into it, you've got a down strum, this down strum here on the island strum, and I do not play it all the way down my strings like that. A little hack, I just play the top 2. Because I have to get my pinky up here, I don't want to bring my hand all the way down to my G string, so I just make a partial down strum there. So a partial down, and then, so practicing it like that, just a partial down, and then unfurl, partial down, and unfurl. And I'm exaggerating this unfurl. When I play it, and you'll see it in the play along, I don't have to exaggerate it like that to get it to sound right. But you know what? If this exaggeration helps you to get the mechanics, do it, and eventually you'll get that economy of motion that it won't look nearly as big and kind of cartoonish. After you get into that roll, you got to get out of it. And I find that my thumb is very useful because by the time I've got down, and I do a little bit of a twist with my hand as well to get that to happen. See how my wrist twists? Well, that puts my thumb perfectly in line with that bottom string. So I lead with my thumb on the up strum right here on the island strum. So in slow motion, here it goes. Partial, roll, up. Partial, roll, up. So just do that in isolation. Just play along with. Just do that much of it to get into it. And again, it's a process. You will eventually get it. Don't give up. Keep doing it. Let's try slowly taking that kind of doo-wop bubblegum chord progression in this song with the island strum roll. So 1, 2, here we go. C and A minor and F and G7 and C. 1, 2, let's do it again. C and A minor and F and G and C. And you know you can use YouTube controls to slow me down. So if I'm going too fast, slow me down, and if I'm too slow for you, speed me up too. Let's play this together. Before you do, I need to remind you, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving this a thumbs up and ringing that notification bell, and leave me a comment as well. All these things tell YouTube that I'm helping you on your ukulele journey, and it gets this video out in front of other people that might need help on their ukulele journey. So you're spreading the ukulele love. Okay. Oh, and support this channel on Patreon if you can do so at $3 a month and get great rewards. You start a bitch when this old world, 1, 2, here we go. When this old world starts getting me down, and people are much too much for me to take, I climb right up to the top of the stairs, and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof it's as peaceful as can be, and then the world below don't bother me. So when I come home feeling tired and beat, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. I get far away from the hustling crowd and all the rat race noise down in the street. On the roof, that's the only place I know where you just have to wish to make it so. So when I come home feeling tired and beat, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. I get far from the hustling crowd, all the rat race noise down in the street. At night the stars put on a show for free, and darling, you can share it all with me. I keep telling you that right smack dab in the middle of town, I found a paradise that's trouble-proof. And if this world starts getting you down, there's room enough for two up on the roof. Up on the roof, up on the roof, up on the roof, up on the roof. Hey, how'd you do? I love hearing about your ukulele journey, and I do answer my comments. It takes me a while, but thank you so much for viewing all the way to the end. I want to thank all my patrons because truthfully, you know, I'm coming up on almost 4 years here on YouTube, and there's just no way that I could continue to do this without support from my patrons. So thank you so very much. If you like the Drifters, I did a full-fledged lesson as part of my live lessons. It's a $6 reward tier on Patreon for Under the Boardwalk, and I have over 30 lessons available where we dive in deep to some harder techniques and things like that. Again, thank you so very much. YouTube should be suggesting things here, and if you click on those gals down there, it'll take you to Patreon as well. Take care, have fun, and keep spreading the ukulele love.